here wants to use YouTube to make money? So everybody, that is at least one of their reasons that they want to use it. Is there another reason? Like, do you have other reasons? Yeah. You said earlier, yeah, you want to get your message out. You want to help as many people as possible. I think there's a little bit of that in everybody, right? I can sense that from people. Who here has a company, like a full-blown company that they're working on that's not their coaching or anything like that? That's something separate from that. What's your company? It's a production company, okay. And would it help you to have more people hire you in production? In theory, it would help you, okay. So the reason I ask that is because a lot of times people come to me and they're like, I have like a physical product, I can't do YouTube. It's only for like education people or something. Or I have, like I talked to someone who is in Inner Circle, and she said, well, we have like a tractor company, like we're on a farm out in the middle of nowhere and we have a tractor company. And she said, I spent this morning filming, she's like, I don't know what I filmed like one of these houses being brought in on an 18-wheeler, being brought up to the main house. Like, hello, hello. And I said, would you sell tractors or she's like, yeah. And I said, would you want more people to buy your tractors? And she's like, yeah, but are farmers looking at YouTube? 2.4 billion people on YouTube. Yes, the answer is yes. Farmers, you could go to Farmers Only, or she could go over here to YouTube. Anybody know Farmers Only? Does nobody know that? Okay. Maybe I'm the only one on that site, I don't know. So the point of it is that you can use YouTube in a very straightforward way to sell whatever product you have. Like I have my water brand. In the US, it is a different name, but globally it's Yacht Water. So I have my water brand globally as Yacht Water. And you better believe in a few weeks you're gonna start seeing Yacht Water everywhere in my videos. They're gonna be sitting there. I'm gonna talk about them sometimes, but most times they'll be sitting there. Your videos are now your billboard. They're now your TV show. They're now your commercials. Think of this like you are sponsoring your own YouTube channel. Now, getting sponsored is one way you can make money on YouTube. It's like, if I did like a list of 7, it's like 6 on the list or something for me. Not very interesting to me at all when I know that I can promote my own offer or the offer that I've arranged to promote rather than hoping that somebody comes in and pays me $1,000, $3,000, $5,000. And I mean that for people, like you all can get those, you can get those sponsorships. But there's a sacrifice. So it's your billboard. It is your show. I'll tell you even more, and I keep saying this, but I think it's gonna come back to haunt me in a little bit. But I'm gonna say this, if Shark Tank came to me, which we've talked in the past, if Shark Tank came to me, if Oprah came to me, not Oprah herself, if Oprah came to me, bye. But if like Oprah, if she was like, I want you to do a show on the Oprah Network, Oprah Winfrey Network. I did a little pilot for Oprah Daily. If that were to turn into something where they wanted me to do Oprah Daily or Oprah Network, I would say no. Isn't that surprising? I think it's surprising. I would say no because I understand how much money I can make with my YouTube channel. And I also know that YouTube could go away. The algorithm could change overnight. I know that people may not want to watch me in a year. I know all of that. So I'm not saying it's like this golden ticket for the rest of my life and that's it. What I'm saying is that the power of YouTube today is so strong that I think if you're not paying attention to it in these 3 years, from 2025 to 2028, then you're missing out on like golden era for it. And the sacrifice, having gone through every single production house you can think of since 2019, and every process you can think of, including filming a pilot for the BBC that was like my own show, had my own IP in it. The sacrifice you would have to make to be on someone else's channel and show, and all the money that they would scoop up from what you did. It's just like the record label thing. It's like, well, if the record label made you famous and rich maybe rich, but definitely famous. Do you begrudge it 10 years later when it's not working out? There's an argument. We don't know. But that's how I kind of feel about it with foresight. And it's because, by the way, I haven't used this yet. I should. But it's because, like, I'd rather fewer people know me and I make more money than more people know me and I have to give up more. I'm even concerned about, like, I know Stephen Bartlett. Y'all know Stephen Bartlett? Okay, I know him. He has never asked me to be on his show. I don't think he would. But if he did, let's say I had something going, and he did, I don't even know if I would want to go. I don't think today I wouldn't want to go on it. The reason I wouldn't want to go on it is, yes, a lot of people would know me, but is it my target audience? And I know I'm getting a little too in the weeds, but I want you to see the power that I have found of having a YouTube channel. And it's because of little things like this. This behind me. Can y'all see that, or am I just blocking it completely? Am I blocking it? Yeah. Okay. So this is my stand store. Anybody have a stand store? Cool. So you do a video based on something that they send in. So they'll ask a question. Yeah, you do Q&A on video, or you do a one-on-one. Perfect. I won't get into too much about stand store itself, although I will say that it is what I'm using a ton right now. More than Gumroad, more than having a website, more than all of that. I just use Stand Store as like a hub for things that I'm working on, and you can actually link out to things. So I can use it to link out to my memberships here, your first 5K and all access. The workshop is here, and I can even have freebies here. You can have lead magnets here. So the lead magnet course, this one, First Impressions, Lead Magnet Sales Page, and VSL. This helps you have like unlimited lead magnets that you can create, because I give you, again, custom GPTs, sales page copy, and the VSL, video sales letter script. So that's what this is about. But I'm showing you behind the scenes. This is normally $2.99. I have it on sale for $49. This is normally $2.99. I have it on sale for $99, meaning my Arlan's membership revenue course. And then my bestseller is my YouTube revenue course for $179. It's meta because we're talking about YouTube, but just kind of replace these with what you could do a course on, or you could have a one-on-one call about, or you could, like, one-on-one calls is like the go-to. And just having like this landing page here where you can just put this in your description. I think this one is older, so like my more recent one. There's me at the Oprah of AI. Okay, where's my most recent one? So if you go here, every time somebody is there, they have an opportunity, depending on what they want to do, of seeing my description and my video. And my first one, because I have the Teach, Show, Do framework, I just added this here. My first link is my stand store. Generally, it is believed, and there's also data behind this now, that you get about a 1% click-through rate on your first link, give or take, depends totally on a bunch of stuff. But if you think about, like, okay, I had 1,000 views, 10 people click through to my offer. I don't even think about this, by the way, I don't think about this by video. I think about it by total views in a given month. So if we go here to analytics, the last 28 days, this is really low. Like, it's 100,000 less than normal, my views. But I've made more in the last month than a lot of other months. So it's truly not about how many views you have. But there were a certain number here, 174? Is that right? That doesn't sound right. No, it's 1,700 and I don't know how many, but you know what I mean. I think it's 1,700 clicks. It's been a long day. I think it's 1,700 clicks. into my different offers. If we're going to go by what is generally thought to be the average. Now, I did also make $4,300 here, which is probably the lowest I've done in a year, if we're being honest, because I was optimizing for something else. Oh, and I reached 168,000 subscribers. I was at 167. Okay, so I did make that money, which is like replacing a lot of people's salaries. Like 75% of the U.S., like U.S. adults, this is like the average salary. So this is really awesome. And this is like the lowest of probably a year. I can probably look it up. Usually it's like 6,000, 7,000, 8,000. And I use it. I put it to work. So when we talk about monetization on YouTube, this here, which I'll show you the last 365 days, can y'all see this? $83,500 is the revenue I made from uploading videos. It's an entire salary. In some cases, it's 2 times the salary somebody's making, or more, right? 80%, I did a survey a few weeks ago, and 80% of my viewers don't make $5,000 a month. But they could with YouTube, you see? So that's why I talk about it so much. This number represents the least amount of money that I make because of YouTube. This number is the least amount I make. That's why we're here, and that's why I talk about this so much. What I do is I will have a video, any one of the grow videos. They're not all meant to convert. Some of them are meant to just, bring people in. Some of them are meant to make me considered, more trustworthy or a thought leader. Some of them are meant to just entertain a little bit. But they all have this description down here that you can utilize. So this is Arlan's AI Homegirl. This is a free lead magnet where you can ask my homegirl a question and she'll answer. Usually your lead magnets will exchange an email address. That's why they're lead magnets, because you're getting leads from them. I didn't do this with this one just because of a couple of reasons, but this is just one more thing for people to kind of know me by, and they use it every day. Like at least dozens of people, if not hundreds of people on a given day will use this. But look up here. What did I do up here? Brought to you by Arlan's Prompt Shop, where you can unlock prompts and buy them from me. Now, honestly, my prompt shop doesn't make a ton of money. I shouldn't say that, because it does make a good amount of money for what it is. It probably brings in about $1,000 or $2,000 a month. That's a lot. Come on. And that's just from one website where I'm just giving people value. I gave them value in the video. I said, hey, some of my videos say, hey, you want to know more? Check out my AI Homegirl. They go here. In the Homegirl, when you're talking to her, I've trained it that 4 or 5 questions in, or 2 or 3 questions in, she's going to start selling for me. She's going to say, you know what? You know what you could use? Have you been to Arlan's All Access? Do you know if that's going to work for you? Because it's authentic and it's organic to what it really would help. But she's talking to you. She's telling you where you should go, what I offer. She's ready to answer any questions. And I do this with 11 Labs, which is a AI voice mechanism. But the more important thing is not how I did it and what it is and all of that. It's like, how am I using it? People are clicking through to different pages. Some of them are lead magnets that some people would then go over and convert. And some of them are just straight up, come to my storefront. I've had a lot of book of calls. I've had a lot of, that's the YouTube revenue course when I did the exploding video. That's the 17,000 in 72 hours. Might have even been more. But it went to this course. So of course I'm gonna create more videos that talk about my courses. I started these 3 courses in 3 weeks. I'm gonna add a new one here. I'm working on a new one with Nicole McCain that is about AI. I hope to do one with Colin about sales. Hope you're down for that. Surprise. And not only do I sell these and I make something from it, but in the courses I can say, if you really enjoyed this or if you're ready for the next step, this other course would be interesting for you. And I do that. You can also on Stan Store, just to plug Stan Store, you can go here. And when you go here, click on this. It has like a built-in mini funnel where right here before you pay, you get a one-time offer and you get a discount on another. This one's not discounted, but usually this is $79. So you can just do a one click here. And if anybody's familiar with Russell Brunson or funnels or anything, you know that order bump at the very end of your checkout can like 2 or 3x your average cart value, especially if it's more than this. Because like by the same token, when they go to the first impressions, which is around 49, they're going to come down here and get the opportunity to spend 167. Yeah, this really simple, easy way to do it is Stan Store. And it's only for digital products, unfortunately. So it's not for your one-on-ones, which I think is a mistake, because I think people are ready to buy what they want to buy. So why only do that? But it's for other courses, it's for your digital products, like your ebooks and things like that. Yeah, so this is Stan Store, and when you go in, you can do that. So how do I film them? All of them are on Zoom. There could be ones that I do in the future that'll be here, but all of them are on Zoom. People need to be able to hear you, and they need to be able to see you without it being so distracting. You don't want to have like crazy stuff happening behind you. You want to give a respect to the viewer, but it doesn't have to be fancy. Yeah, so I do Zoom. Either I film one long video and then go into QuickTime and chop it up into different sections. This is lesson 1, this is this title, after I've prepped for it and I know what I want to do. So I can do like a 45-minute video, and then I have 6 videos that I can do that are lessons within that course or that module, or I'll film them one at a time. For my YouTube revenue course, I worked with my editors and they edited each of those videos so that they look great. For my memberships course, the same thing. And then for my first impressions, it's just me, just like, I'm actually yelling at people on this one. I don't know why I was so crunk when I recorded this, but I was a little upset with people because I was like, oh, you don't have anywhere for me to go buy something from you. I need you to do that. I need you to make it easy for me to buy something from you, to know what you do. A lot of times people will have these very intricate websites that they either built themselves or did no code or they paid someone to do. And some of them are not good. Like a lot of them are not good. They're like old school, they're not working. But a lot of them are beautiful, but they're not, they don't do anything. You just walk up to it and it's just like, oh, cool, a bunch of stuff. Okay, what am I supposed to do now? And it's like, it looks good, but it doesn't cause action. That's why funnels are a whole thing. Because funnels, whether you love them or don't, they have a purpose. They're supposed to make you like act. You have one thing that you're looking at, and then yes, you're gonna start getting upsells and bumps and all that, order bumps. But you don't have to go in and guess what you're supposed to do next. It just tells you what to do. So that's why I like Stan, because it's like a mini funnel. Some things they don't have, which I wish they did, just like school, but it's just working really well. So I will upload a course, and I'm not going to just do any course. Like when people buy this stuff, when they buy from me and buy from you, it's not like they disappear from your life. You can still hear from them. So it is up to you to give them value. A lot of people are saying that courses aren't working. I mean, tell that to the 17,000 from last week or 2 weeks ago. But I think what they're saying is like AI and everything is commoditized and whatever. Why do courses still work? I think they work because of the person delivering and your point of view. Because what we take it for granted is that we think that just because we know how to do something, or we learn how to do something, or we do something on a regular basis, that other people, A, know how to do it, or they will figure out how to do it. We also take for granted, I have 100 videos on my YouTube channel about YouTube, but yet you all are here. It's because you don't want to go through 100 videos of me on YouTube and kind of mine for the information. You want me to just tell you what you need to know today to launch your channel. So each of you have gone through something that you can say, okay, I went through that, I learned that thing. Now, how do I apply, like how do I deconstruct what I did to learn it, or what I learned? And you can put that into a course. Try not to make your courses too long. People don't finish courses. That's just a known fact. People do not finish courses, so make it easier for them to finish. Because they get through some of it, so make it easier for it to finish. It also helps you launch it faster. If you're not so consumed with, oh, it's not good enough yet because I don't have a million videos on this. People don't want a million videos. Do you want a million videos for your course? Or do you want to know exactly how to get your lead magnet, your sales page, and your VSL? Just tell me. Just show me. Let's go. And courses are one piece of the puzzle. There are memberships I talk about so much. School has been really good to me, and vice versa. And that's a play for people. There are one-on-one sessions. If you do nothing else, start with, like when you put your, okay, there's two ways to go about this. This is kind of important. When you put your first videos up, one way to go about it is to simply leave the description to describing without trying to sell anybody anything. And if you have the runway to do this, just say, for the next 3 to 6 months, I'm just going to give value without asking for anything in return. I'm just going to build that up. That works really well, and the longer you can do that, the more of a, I want to say, payoff there is. Another way to do it is from day one. You don't have to be super salesy, but you just have something that's linked, like want to learn more, or want to learn how to do this, or da-da-da, and it links to either book a call with me, and you book a call for $100, and for an hour I'll walk you through something, or it links to your course, or to your membership, or to something, or to a really great landing page that helps people know what they're supposed to do. If all else fails, you don't know what to do there, link to jump on a call with me. You can also do a free call. Now, you're going to get some weirdos, but you could jump on a free call, and on that call, you can say, jump on a brainstorming call, walk them through, and Colin will walk you through that, but 3 out of 10 times, you might have somebody it's like, oh yeah, I want to join your membership because this conversation was so helpful. So you have these different things you can do. So there's ways you can monetize. This is my favorite, which is you send people to your own products, services, offers. Another way you can monetize on YouTube is you can get paid by YouTube, because YouTube is an ad platform. Once I reached 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, I was invited to join the partnership, be a partner, and I said yes. And then from that moment on, anytime I uploaded where I had monetization clicked to yes, I have been paid. And not just paid for this video, but like today's video, but if I go back weeks and months, maybe I made 5 cents that day on that video. Let's see where it is right now. I'd be curious. I don't ever look at this. So let's see right now. The one that I made. So I made 7,358 on the most watched video, but it's not the most I've made from a video. And let's see, it was 6 months ago, and I made 41 cents between Monday and Tuesday of this week. If you do that, and you do that times 100, and you do that times 365 days a year, and you do that in the background while you're making new content, and all of that is in the background of you sending to your offer, it starts to add up. So imagine you say, hey, I want to pay a certain bill with this. With AdSense, I want this certain bill to always, be paid by AdSense because it's going to fluctuate $500 to $1,000 a month. Or this money goes to reinvest in paying for my different platforms that I have. Or this money goes into me getting better thumbnails and getting editors or whatever. If you look at it like that, it's really interesting. If you look at it like, hey, maybe it will even at some point pay my rent or mortgage, which I've seen happen more times than I can count. It's amazing. My brother runs a channel called Real Life Street Stars, and they have 1.5 million, almost 1.5 million followers. They do 6 figures a month on AdSense alone. What they don't have, though, is an offer. What they don't have, though, is they have merch. So they don't have, there's a lot of ways they can monetize even more. We've had this argument. He's argued with me about my video when I'm at home on Zoom. He's called me like at 6 in the morning because it's 8 for him. And he's like, I'm like, is something wrong? Is something wrong? He's like, man, your new video, can you please get a better camera? He's so concerned. I'm like, it's working for me. But that's 2 ways, monetization and sending to your offer. Another way you could do it is you could be an affiliate for somebody else. So you can either do like passive affiliate where it's simply, I think Ticketmaster is a good example that most people don't think about, is Ticketmaster has an affiliate program. So what if you did a channel about the concerts you go to or the sports games you go to or the boxing matches you go to or whatever, or it's a travel channel, but everywhere you go to some event, and you say, hey, check the link below, check out, this is where you can get your ticket to the next thing. That's just one example because that's kind of stuff I would do. If I weren't doing this, that's probably what I would do. I would just like, oh yeah, that makes sense to me. It could be a beauty brand, it could be anything in your lane. There's some product or service that you use that probably has an affiliate program. You just go to their website and you go to the bottom of it and usually there's an answer, or you Google Lancome affiliate, whatever. That's passive. Another way to do it is to partner with someone who has their own course or their own offer or their event that they're doing. Like I partnered with Rachel Rogers. I didn't partner with her as an affiliate though. It's different. But if you think about like Rachel Rogers has an event, I have an event, we help each other cross-sell. But you might find somebody who has, like, I'll give you a great example. There's a woman who does From Poverty to Paradise. Poverty to Paradise. Where she used to be broke and now she lives on a cruise. There's a person who has I'm homeless, I'm living out of my car video. That video monetized. And she was able to move out of her car the next video. This woman here, if you can always go to people's, you want to do a lot of research on people. Just be nosy, go to their channels, and click on popular. Now this one's new, dark side, right? But she lives on cruises. And what she does, and I don't know if she does this in every video, but what she does, and she just has her little camera. That's probably on her laptop. And if you go here, let's see if she has it here. Travel items I use while living on a cruise ship. If you're over 40 and interested in learning how to create a successful YouTube channel or jumpstart your retirement travels, here are some courses I took. Affiliate links. But she knows these people. Like she talked this. I think all of these she knows. So she knows retirement travel jumpstart. This is a different group who I also watch. This is a couple that cruises. So she met them, she knows them, and she's like, okay, I'm gonna sell your course. Did she say I'm gonna start my own course? Wasn't for her. Didn't want to do it. So she said, I will sell your course. You cost $297. I do a channel about travel on cruises, so I will promote. If I had to guess, she makes 30% or so. Maybe even more. So every time with that passive link, way deep down here, she gets money for that. She gets money for the items that she uses. You have to say that it's an affiliate link on YouTube. You could get flagged if you don't. But here's some items that she links to. I personally don't recommend doing Amazon as your affiliate because it is the price for things are too small. and their commissions are too small. So you'd have to have like thousands of people to really do some crazy stuff. But at the same time, if it's super passive, all good. Another way you can make money on YouTube is through sponsorships. As I mentioned before, that's not my favorite because you really do have to jump through hoops when you do a sponsorship. When you start posting on YouTube, if you get past 1,000 subscribers and any kind of like, especially if it's niche, you will probably have people reach out. Now, sometimes it's a scam, so be careful. But sometimes you'll have people reach out and say, hey, this is our company and we do this and we'll pay you $500 if you'll to sponsor your next video. And you're like, oh, that's amazing. Let me do that. Then you realize this whole video that I have to find an organic way to talk about this product that doesn't feel like it's forced. I have to say that it's being sponsored. I have to hope that my audience then clicks through to it, because if it doesn't, then I won't get their sponsorship again, and I'll be considered not a good fit for them. I also, if I want to promote my own thing, it's splitting that time. And usually they'll tell you what to say. Usually they'll have to review it. And usually you have to send them all your stats afterwards, which you're going to be like, I don't know. For me, it's not like the worst thing in the world to get paid $500 to do that. But think about how many of those you'd have to do for it to really add up. When instead, what if you could find a way that every video over time equaled $500 in course sales? Like you have a $99 course and you sell 5 courses every video because you have really figured out. So those are the different ways. There are other ways, but those are the main ways that you can make money with YouTube. Everybody here, what I would suggest you do is to think today, what is something I could offer, or what is something that I could be an affiliate of, or what is something that, how do I want to play this? It may take you a while to be monetized on YouTube. So from day one, why not just start making money? With a link through that some videos you'll talk about it, you'll point down and say, click the link below. And sometimes you won't, and just some people will find it randomly. But if you can make it really organic, that same energy you were going to do when, the telecom company came up to you and said, hey, I'll pay you $500. Use that same energy, as long as it's valuable for the customer. You could also just link through to a lead magnet that's free. That always feels good. Like this is a lead magnet that's free. You can have one that is taking their email address and then you'll talk to them later about the offer. That's a really good thing to do. You could have it go into like your Substack where you're just like nurturing them over time. You could have them going straight to your free school membership, the ultimate lead magnet, in my opinion. There are many things you can do where it's not just you try to sell. But when something is more like an impulse buy, or something is really framed masterfully as why you need this, why this is a painkiller for you. This is going to take you out of pain and help you fast. Like first impressions, like I'd like that first impressions, but what I could do is I could say Arlan's YouTube revenue course, or I could say make money on YouTube on day one. That could be the name of the course, and I wrote that down somewhere that I might change it to that. Because you're saying I'm not just giving you a course where you have to go and go back to school. I'm giving you answers in a certain amount of time. Like I'm dabbling with ads now on Meta, and one of my best performing ads says, every day you're not on YouTube, your competitors are stealing your customers. But that's okay because in 7 days, ... In just 7 days you can fix that. Because I'm putting a time thing around it. I tend to make more money on videos that are growth videos. And I make more per 1,000 views on deep dive videos because it's so valuable, but I make more money amount on growth videos because there's more views, and so ... I have not, the last 30 days, been optimizing for how many people can watch my videos. It's been more like, how many of the right people can watch my video, and can I get them into a nurture sequence on YouTube? Like, can I get them into where, like, most people are not going to just look at your channel, look at that video and go, oh, okay, I'm going to buy. No, they're going to look at your video. It's another video 2 days later will be shown to them on the homepage. They'll watch a little bit of that. A week later, they'll see a little snippet. Oh, I remember that thumbnail. I remember her. Okay, cool. A month later, they may watch 3 videos because they're binging on your stuff. Like, whoa, I love this. And then they will click through and see what you have to offer. Yeah. So it's, I've been just, you asked like, why did I make less this month on AdSense, but more elsewhere? It's because I focus my energy elsewhere. Any links that you use in your description that drive your viewers away from YouTube, it's not going to hurt your channel, but doing the opposite sometimes I think helps it. So what I mean by that is, I don't think YouTube is out here in these streets punishing channels because they need us as much as we need them. But I do think that when you instead, like if you see from today, what I did was, or yesterday, what I did was, if we go to the video, I think it was on this one. Was it this one? Yeah. I usually have a link as the first thing here. And I do it above the fold. Notice that, everyone? Above the fold before they have to click more, because nobody's clicking more for the most part. I usually have a link there, because it's like what I teach people to do, it's the first thing. But I'm like, you know what? I am sending people away from this channel a lot. Let me go ahead and send them to another video first. And then on that video, they can go to a link.
And then go to your video.
Correct. I think it works well for other people's videos, but then for your own channel, you really want people to binge. YouTube cares if somebody watches more than one video of yours in the same sitting.
Have you done any A/B testing with that same video but no links?
It started out with no links. It started out with links. I've never done it with no links. It's not important enough for me to grow on YouTube to not have links. It's just not. I can make 6 figures a month with links, and maybe it'll change it by 15%, and I'll have more people, and in the long run, probably make more money. But for me, I'm like, I just don't. I'm optimizing for my own situation, and everybody's going to have a little different. So I would test it.